Hey there guys, Blake here. Just, this video is showing the functionality of my vehicle service and sales application. I already have it spun up in here. It uses a microservice architecture and pollers to get data out of the back end to display on the front end. That poller polls, I believe, every second. Here is the application. It is called CarCar. And this is more of a functionality application rather than a styling. We used a little bit of Bootstrap, a little bit of vanilla Bootstrap, and like I said, it's just more of a functionality application. So over here, we can, I went ahead and added myself and my partner just to show. I'll go ahead and add just a random name with employee ID 3 to show you that it populates. And over here, I can add a customer. I'll do another random name. Address will be some address, and the phone number will be, let's just do that right here, and we'll create that. You can see that creates a customer right here. We can come over here to manufacturers, and obviously there's nothing there right now since we haven't added anything in, but I can come over here and let's just add Alfa Romeo. I think that's how you spell it. I'm not sure, not a big Italian car guy. Let's do Ford. And that gives us a manufacturer. We can get a model. We can add a model. Let's add the Taurus. And that is a Ford. And I'll come over here and search for a Ford Taurus. And just grab a picture real quick out of here. And create that. And sometimes it doesn't like the URL. So let me try that again real quick. The Taurus, and I will open image in a new tab and grab that image. If it's over 200 characters long, it doesn't like it. Let's try a different one. That looks pretty long. How about this one? Okay, this one should work. That is one little bug that we have going on here. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll create it, and then you can see that model over here, the Ford Taurus with the picture. And a stretch goal for this could be adding, instead of a picture URL, you could browse a picture that you have on your local machine. Over here in automobiles, you can add an automobile, which, you can get a red 2003, some random VIN. I'm just going to use this as some saved thing, and it's the Taurus. And I'll create that, and you can see that there's an automobile here. And if the VIN number is inside the sale history, if it is not inside the sale history, it says sold no. If it is, then it'll be green. If that makes any sense, I'll show you that functionality here in a minute. So we can do the same thing with technicians. If you want to add technician, I'll just add myself. Employee ID 1 to create, and you can see right there I'm a technician. Same thing with appointments. I can use that VIN, customer name, and we can just throw in a date right here. Let's do 2:48 p.m. I'm the technician for myself. I'll just create that reason to test, and therefore I have an appointment. So this is VIP functionality, is basically to say if the car was sold through this service, was sold through this application, or if the vehicle VIN was inside our database, this is our vehicle, we sold to them. So this is an appointment. You can finish or cancel the appointment. If you come over here to the service history, this is where you have it. The status is created. You can also search by VIN. Here, let me add another vehicle just to show. if I were to add the same VIN, you know, basically the same thing all the time over here, different time, and the reason is different, then I could see that I have these two here. Now if I were to finish one to test, as you can see over here, the service, they're both created. I can finish it, it updates dynamically, and in the service history, a quick refresh, the status will change to finished, and it stays in the database, although it is not in our appointments anymore. So we can add a sale if I wanted to choose this number, and let's just say my teammate sold it to some random person for $10,000, and I create that. Then I have a sale right here showing that with the salesperson history as well. You know, we can see the history from each teammate. See, he made a sale, but I haven't. Random name. So going back over here to service history, they are now in his VIP because we sold this VIN number, this car with this VIN number through this service. And we can also, if I were to add a sale or add a vehicle, sorry, with a different VIN, let's do this random number right here with the same vehicle. We'll see the service history. Sorry, we'll add the sale with that VIN, and I sold it to some random person for $15,000. Oops. Oh, I haven't sold any cars. Okay, so now it's sold. So that's basically the bottom line of this application, is basically a vehicle service and sales application. It's pretty cool. But as I mentioned earlier, this application is a functionality website rather than, you know, supposed to look super cool and look super good. Excuse me, look super good. But I'll show you the code real quick as well. We'll exit out of there and pull up VS Editor. Here's a README. I did the microservice for the auto service. My partner did the microservice for the sales. We collaborated together on that and got it to work within our deadline. I believe that was 2 weeks. I'll let you read through this real fast, but we basically used, we created models with Django, and then we used a polar to get that data from the back end into the front end dynamically. So we wrote all of our post and get functions. We'll go into mine. Here's our polar. It basically calls this endpoint, which is our inventory. This inventory was set up for us before the project was started as kind of a baseline. And in our API, we used, you know, all these different view functions to, you know, the list of technicians, to delete a technician in real time, all the appointments, basically everything that I just showed you will be in here, all of our URLs for the different endpoints. We have all of our different models. Just a quick overview of what's going on in this thing. You know, different URLs in the project itself. And then these encoders as well. It has been a minute since I've looked over this project. Like I said, this project was done a couple months ago. So yeah, it's a pretty cool little application. It could use some styling, but otherwise the functionality works very well. Cool. Thank you guys for watching my video. Until next time.